So, I want to take a moment to talk about a really great topic the topic of freedom and what it really means to me and how I interpret freedom here in the United States. I think that one of the biggest issues that we have here in this country is this story. And this story has been passed down from generation to generation. Usually how things happen in societies or in, cultures and civilizations. Things are passed down and aren't questioned. They're just like, this is how we believe things and that's how it works. And one of the things that's been passed down, at least here in the United States, is this idea that, it's the freedom land and that it's, you can have the American dream and that's everyone's ultimate goal. But I guess coming from an immigrant family, I saw that that's all bullshit. And that this country, mainly Americans, when I say Americans, I mean white Europeans who settled here maybe 100 years ago and have been living here since, they see this capitalism as the epitome, as the savior, and civilization as being intricately involved with capitalism and individualism. And that's really a modern idea, but this is something that's been fed to them for hundreds, maybe 220 years, I guess, since the US was created. And what that does has deeper effects on other countries and how other people perceive themselves. And that's really scary, the fact that this country can say, well, we're the best, and subsequently by them saying that everyone else is not as good. And other people believe it, because the Americans already believe this story and they perpetrate this story. And, the United States does have very strong power on the world. I guess it's just, I was reading this thing. Okay, this is what made me want to start this, but I was reading this thing on collecting rainwater and how it was illegal. And it's like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Water is, owned by whoever owns that land. And this is, it's kind of freaky because it's not something new at all. Well, it is something new, but the idea of, owning water and that being another form of power, and exerting your power, it's pretty absurd, In the article it was saying, like, a guy went to jail for collecting rainwater, and he was like, oh, I'm standing up for my rights, and for the rights of everyone on this country. And it's just like, there's U.S. citizens who own water in all of these really poor countries, and they genuinely believe like they own that water and all those people need to pay them to drink that water. And it's like, this is such a white thing to believe. This idea of like, because I paid X amount of money for it, I now own it and I can do whatever I want with it. But it's like, my people have been living on this land for thousands and thousands of years before you even touched it. I think I deserve a little bit more respect on my land than you do just because you came and have money to buy it. Like, I'm sorry that my family didn't expect to have to, you know, prove with physical wealth that they deserve things. And that's really what it is. That's really what it's about. This ability to physicalize your wealth, and with that physicality of wealth, hold people down. And that's something the United States does to a lot of countries. And one of the reasons why people do think it's better, because they have perfected that art. And it's just crazy because, you know, they lie to their people, and their people believe it. And I'm one of those. Well, I don't believe it anymore. So I guess that's what this is all about. You know, just opening the eyes of people who may be afraid to question the society that's been built around them. But that's one of the beautiful things about societies, is that they're so moldable. And it's the people in the society that are going to be the ones who shape it. And it just takes someone to introduce a new idea, to bring to light, to bring forth this new understanding of how to live, and explain and show that it is possible, and that we just need to, you know, actually stick together and reunite against the face of people who don't benefit from minorities uniting. I don't want to point the finger, but I think you guys get it, you know. The only way that the earth can continue to prosper is if people who know and people who have been living for thousands of years are able to show and teach the ways of living to Western society. Maybe indigenous peoples, you know, maybe Hinduism, you know, enlightenment, just a deeper understanding of what it means to be a person in our society, and to understand that as much as we use tools, we are also a tool to be used to better either your community or your house or, you know, the world, anything. But it all starts with that one snap, that one change of mind that then spreads like wildfire and changes the minds of many others. So hopefully that's what this channel can bring. I've been foregoing this for a long time, but I think it's really time. And I know this video is crappy, it's on my laptop. And like, hopefully the next videos I do, I can set up my camera and it's better quality and you can maybe hear me better. It's just really late night, and I was fed up with feeling like what I have to say is not relevant, and feeling like my opinions and the way I go about my thought process is flawed, and it hit me, I guess, that not everyone thinks this way, and not everyone sees things the way I see things, and that takes time to show people how to see things the way I see things, and think the way I think, and understand the way I understand. And, you know, that's hopefully what I can bring here. So, posting every week. Hopefully you can join me on this path of enlightenment. Happiness, harmony, and heterozygous. See you guys next time.